Okay, good afternoon to all. So now we are going to have the short session related with the case study based on the design thinking concept. So already we are going with more concepts in data analytics and also data science. So before we are entering into the core concepts and core discussion, little bit introduction so that we do. So before starting off all these things, let me discuss why we need data analysis. So you can able to share your preview. So is it necessary to go with that data analytics and also data science? So you can talk openly.
Yeah, I'm Flavia. So our case study is on a real world scenario. So how to improve the canteens smarter. So we see in the canteen like foods are wasting and some students and staffs are standing in the queue and waiting for their food, and some favorite foods will be sold out. So we are waiting, right? So this was the main problem. So we decided to give a Google form where they can suggest the plans. So we talked to the students and the canteen staff about the problem they are facing. So our main goal is to find that how to improve the canteen faster and smarter. So now Helena will continue.
As a data collector, once we knew the problem, I collected the actual data from the canteen and food over list, and then feedback from the student. And then I cleaned the data, like removing duplicates and fixing wrong entries. And then I cleaned the data. So now we had all the information ready for analysis.
I'm Harshni. As a data analyzer, she gave me the clean data and I started processing it. I used Excel to create charts to represent how where the food is wasted and which food is wasted and the timing for the most students. So next I found where the students have the most eating time and where more food is wasted. From the facts, we found that samosas are wasted on Fridays and dosas are most repeatedly eaten on Mondays. Next, you continue.
My name is Jaypriya. As a presenter, I used all the findings and I made a visual slide, bar graph and pie chart to show the top food and peak hours and also students' feedback.
So I am Adya, so I can make a solution for this. So I have discussed with the canteen and I told them to make more dosas on Monday and lesser for Friday samosas. So when it was given, and I have also found that making more samosas on Friday is better and also making lesser dosas on Monday is much better. So after getting the feedback from the canteen, I found that the crowd also has reduced so much, and also they have released the posters so that they may get some more knowledge about that. So now it is correct and the students are now happier to maintain their canteen good.
Okay, so very nice points proposed by yourself. So initially, in all your perspective, as a data analysis, the very foremost important thing is data collection is doing the main role. So if you are collecting that data in a proper way, and then what she said, the filtering of the data, handling of the missing values and the handling of the duplication. So everything seems to be give a good accuracy as the outcome. And in data science, so one more point I want to add, and you people are discussed about in perspective kind of how we have to be given the solution. But in architectural wise, after collecting all this data and then after that pre-processed all this data, we have to be store the data in an appropriate way. So storage is another one important thing. And then finally she concluded if the data is in that sheet or is in that tabular format, so nobody understand what the data is going to say. So the entire data sets should be represented into some graphical manner, either in the dashboard format or in that any graphical representation, or that anything that people can easily able to understand by that visualization. So So even in the Python, we are having a lot of the library files like matplotlib and then plotify, and so many tools is there. So by that we can able to be plot the data so what we collected. Okay, so very nice discussion.